We finally had the epic scene with the black spot fire, but did it live up to the hype? Ingrid realizes that Pennywise is not her daddy. Richie will forever be a knight. Will is in deep trouble, and its cage is finally open. All that and more on the next episode of Unbinged, starting now. Welcome to Unbinged, the podcast where we like to break down the shows and movies that you guys love to binge. I'm Sam Holt, of course, joined as always by Jagger May, Alfredo Brown, and Matt Kopfhamer. We are going to be talking everything. Welcome to Derry, episode 7. So before we jump in, Jagger, can we get that spoiler warning?
This is your one and only warning that we're about to spoil It, Welcome to Derry, and some other Stephen King stuff. So, whatever.
Buckle up. We are so deep into this. The spoilers are just right at the beginning. Guys, we finally got the black spot fire. I want to just go around quickly and get one word from each of you to describe how you felt watching this scene, because it was epic. Alfredo, I'll start with you.
I do think this was actually the pinnacle of everything for this show. This is what we've been waiting for the whole time. I think that the show itself is getting stronger. Pennywise himself is getting stronger. Like, this was the coolest and the best we have seen Bill Skarsgård. But there's other stuff that I don't like, and we'll talk about that later.
So your word is pinnacle then for this scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you asked for one word, I over-delivered. That's what I do.
Shocking. Okay. Kopf, how about you? One word.
I'm going to go with 2 words, but there's a hyphen in the middle, so it's one word.
Okay.
Heart-wrenching. Watching Richie sacrifice himself to save Marge was that was a gut punch for sure.
Yeah.
And then seeing Dick Halloran saving the other kids but getting tormented by not only Pennywise but the other spirits. My God.
Yeah. Jag, for you.
Oneer.
Oneer?
It's behind the baseball team.
The
tracking shot.
The camera. It
was
was
the one
so
shot.
cool.
It was, yeah. They actually
Come
wrote
on,
that
Sam.
down after the. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. 7 a.m. camera angles, whatever. It's fine. No, I loved after the episode they talked about the structure of this scene and how it was all done with a single camera and everything was choreographed. They had to run it multiple times without smoke, with fire, because they wanted to make sure every actor knew exactly where they needed to be. And it was a beautifully shot scene, but I'm in agreement kind of with all of you actually in that, pinnacle, heart-wrenching, just the dynamics of it were beautiful. It was an epic shot. And then, Kopf, you bring up the heart-wrenching part, so let's talk about that first. The body count in this episode was very high in terms of the total number that were lost in the fire, but then also we lost Richie. And that was brutal, but he died a knight, right?
That's right. He went out like a true badass, saving the lady he loved. And just seeing the rest of the kids' reaction when they get to his body, that tore me apart. Because at the heart of this series, that's what this show's about. It's about the bonds we make as children and the tests that we go through. And in this case, I mean, they are tested by a little, interdimensional demon. But having that connection as a young child is just, it's so powerful. And then seeing that loss, it just multiplies it for us as a viewer, because as adults we're used to heartbreak, but seeing it fresh on a kid's face, that was hard to watch, and I definitely teared up a little bit.
Yeah, it was very emotional. Jag, I know that you're kind of the team of fuck them kids, let's watch Pennywise eat them. So for you, was this as tragic, or were you right there with Kopf, like wiping away a tear?
I was wiping away a tear because I know this is weird. I want to see him get eaten by a clown, not suffocated because of smoke while sacrificing yourself for someone. That's fucked up. I don't want to see that shit.
There's a line.
Yeah,
there's a line. We have...
Like, if you get snuffed
we
out,
have decorum, damn it.
Getting snuffed out by a clown, I'm cool with that. I signed up for that shit.
I draw my line.
But like the fire, I'm like, why you gotta do him like that? At least fucking like Pennywise might have crunched Richie. He had to like sit there and like really thug that shit
suffocate.
out.
Oh.
I do have questions.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Marge die too from suffocation? Are we kind of ignoring that? Is
I
that
think
how
so.
I was
Little
supposed to say,
bit.
I don't know if that's how science
This
works.
is very much Indiana Jones in a refrigerator.
I was just gonna
surviving a
say.
nuclear
Yeah,
blast.
yeah,
kinda.
okay. Like we're gonna ignore it. Like that's not the thing that's egregious. But I just gotta say it that Marge would die too.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Marge should have
Yeah.
died too. Well, she still could die, so we still have another
She's
episode to
Richie's
go.
mom. I'm
No,
full
but she
blown,
was
like, she's
suffocated.
Richie's mom at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah,
I'm on
yeah.
that team. Yep.
Yes. The person that saves her is named Rich. Her kid's gonna be Richie. 100%.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
The
There we
breadcrumbs
go.
have been there. Her personality being more of a clown, like class clown, like the breadcrumbs are there. I'm ready to admit
the
it.
glasses. The glasses is
Yeah.
like, it's
Blindness
the
isn't
smallest thing, but it's the
hereditary
easiest
though.
thing.
Like everyone just like she wears
No.
glasses. I mean,
It's something that's actually been talked about online, that the glasses for her are going to matter later on in the show, and that's something that could connect to her being Richie's mom.
This is Game of Thrones level genetics, where it's like the mom had glasses,
Yeah.
the kid gets
like
glasses.
two blondes, bastard. You know, that's
Exactly.
kill the entire family. That's
Okay, Alfredo, I want your take on this tragic death. Obviously, Jagger pointing out an amazing plot hole. We'll just let it sit there for a second. But in terms of what this does to unite this losers club,
they
like
fucking
what does
lost
this do
for
for you?
real. Shit. Figures and numbers, my guy. Sorry, Sam. I had to say.
Your name is not Alfredo.
No, but for real though, we do see a change in them where it's like Veronica, who's been willing to like fight and do anything, she seems broken. Will is like now starting to stand up for himself and be strong, and oops, that fucking backfired real fast. They all just seem very out of their element now. Like they are frazzled. Like this is a team going down 21-0 in the first quarter, and they're like, well, we're fucked. All right, let's pack it in. And they just kind of sit it out the rest. They go full New York Jets and just like let the game go. So yeah, Richie was the glue. Like this was meant to be the death that breaks us, that breaks the old losers club, that breaks us as the viewers, and it did that.
Yeah, it was
It
horrible.
took the heart.
Honestly,
heart.
I think it was smart to not have Lily there. Lily's barely hanging on by a thread. It's like that me.
She is.
Yeah.
Even her dog is freaked out
Yeah.
by her.
Yeah, her dog is
It's
not
like
okay. And they can sense tragedy, and the dogs always wanted to get away from her.
HBO's marketing team, shout out to them. They were like no matter how, like if you're having a bad day, remember that Lily's having a worse one.
I love those memes.
Did you see this? They were like, someone was like, "Can y'all please stop messing with Lily?" And HBO responded,
No.
"No."
with the balloon. Yeah.
No.
But to give
Oh,
her
yeah.
credit, like Lily's the only one who had a, dare I say, good time, as in like it wasn't like terrible.
She just wasn't in the fire. That's the only thing that
She
helped
had
her.
a regular ass bad day, just a normal fucking bad day. Like I woke up, shit sucked, and I went to sleep, shit sucked. It wasn't like, oh my god, I saw people die and a clown eat somebody.
In front of me.
This was just a Thursday.
This was just a Thursday. Feeling tormented, holding on to her weapon that may or may not help kill this
Standard
clown.
one-of-the-mill depressy right there.
Yeah, she needed one of Mommy's little helpers. How the mom isn't just like, you clearly need one of these, like, you need to relax, because that's kind of
Oh, you don't think she puts in her?
It's bold of you to
she
assume the
definitely-
parent cares.
true.
She definitely sprinkles some in her eggs in the morning. She's like, all right, I don't want to deal with Lily today.
One more
Fair.
cry session, then you're getting you're going upstate to town to St. Juniper, get the old whoop, whoop in the brain, loosen that shit up.
She's giving her pamphlets like, look, it's summer camp.
Those
Oh.
hospitals back then, they had mechanical deadlights. What's gelling those brains up?
Ooh, that is graphic. All right. Before we get into
Oh,
I
I'm
was like,
sorry. Did we take it too far?
Speaking of scrambled eggs,
Oh God, no. Before we jump into more on this episode, guys, I want to remind everyone to make sure you like, subscribe, follow everywhere you get your podcasts. That way you don't miss a single episode of Unbinged. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Do not forget to catch our Pluribus episodes, Stranger Things, Fallout. Someone is typing in the prompter and messing with me right now. But guys, we've also got Fallout coming out. The Pit is coming out soon, so make sure you don't miss a single episode. Whoever did that, I hate
It's
you.
me.
Go fuck yourself.
I am
San
Ron
Diego.
Burgundy, and
Wait,
if you
what?
take away my prompter,
was
I
like,
will
"You
not
have a
know what to
prompter?"
say.
We have Stranger Things? Question mark.
Stranger Things? Well, something started to disappear, and then I was like, what was that? Was I supposed to not say that? Thanks. Anyways, that's how you know we're polished professionals. I can
A little
handle
peek
this.
behind the curtain there.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We talked about the kids. We talked about Will. I want to talk about specifically the scene where Pennywise comes, gets him, and he sees the deadlights, which is kind of our indicator that Will is in trouble. Now, we do know that he is Mike's father, so he technically has to survive, but it was a really tough shot at the end to then wait and know next week we have to see what happens to poor Will. Jagger, how did you feel watching this scene? One, knowing that Pennywise's cage is open at this point, and he goes from being a haunting voice on the phone to full-fledged in the kitchen with Will.
Yeah, they let him in the big house. It's I don't
Jesus.
what happens with the deadlights? And this is, I guess, I'm gonna answer your question with the question to cough. Like, you're getting the hockey assist here, because
That's fine.
like when you see the deadlights, we already see Ingrid Kirsch, who like does the whole doll, like looks over at Will and shit like that. Like, is it like you're connected and you have like Pennywise shining a little bit, like you're touched by Pennywise, or does it go away? Are you permanently fucked? Because that's all. To answer your question, Sam, all I have is more questions of what does the long
That's
term
fine.
effect on
That's
Will.
fine.
And the answer really is like the deadlights are kind of a plot device. They are whatever the filmmakers need them to be, because it's a little bit different than what the novels are. But essentially, just imagine it's like your human brain sees something that it literally cannot comprehend, so it just shuts down. That's the short version. It's just you are so overwhelmed with seeing the true form of Pennywise, which is this interdimensional being, that your brain literally just shuts down for a while because it doesn't know how
So
to
he can
process
come back?
that information. Yeah. So we see it in the movies with Bev. Bev in chapter
that's
1
right,
sees the
that's right.
deadlights,
Yeah.
and he's doing the same playbook where he's using Will as bait to bring the rest of them into the sewers, is what I imagine.
Mhm.
So he did it with Bev, and she was mostly fine afterwards. So, and also in the book, there's a longer scene as adults where Bill's wife gets fucked up by the deadlights, and then it takes her like a month to
Oh,
recover,
okay.
but eventually she
Because
does.
like to me, like the whole we're gonna take a pillar away. Like Pennywise woke up and he's like, "Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys." And then it's like going back upstairs.
See, and the pillar thing is completely a Muschietti device, so this is outside of novel territory at all. So who knows what's going to happen there? My prediction is they're going to replace it with a dagger somehow.
That's my prediction
Yeah.
too. Alfredo, seeing this scene with Will obviously getting got by Pennywise, you had, I think, some questions too in terms of how it seems like he's stronger now, Pennywise is, in terms of how he's approaching Will.
Yeah, well, I mean, so my question here is if they remove that pillar, does that mean now he's able to end up like in people's houses? Like I know before he was projecting to the school, but he wasn't actually there in the school. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fucking with Marge's brain. Because like how open is the gate now? And like what was his cage? Was it like before a bunch of people's houses and now he's just like showing up in Will's kitchen? That's my biggest question is like where, like what's the actual map of
Well,
this?
he showed up in a
And-
theater
and
too,
you could
though. Like I just like there's not a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Well, but he was a different entity that was also projecting and doing stuff. So I think to your point,
he was
Alfredo, it's like
physically able to interact as that demon baby. So even though he
True.
wasn't the clown, he was still there physically.
So like he could
Whereas,
only
like,
do
Alfredo's
clown
saying
shit
in the
if the
But, like-
pillar's gone. But if he does baby shit,
So I
This
guess
is-
that's my
this
I
is
guess
where
that's
it
my
gets-
question.
This is where it gets messy, right?
But I guess that's my question though, right? Is if like these are the two back-to-back scenes, you remove a pillar and then he shows up at Will's house, I would have to assume those two things connect somehow because homie was asleep and the pillar's up and he's like, all right, put on my work boots. I'm going to go fuck with Will now. And like, why? What's the connection? Is Will's house outside of the danger zone and like now he can go mess with him? because Will also seemed to now be the strongest one that was like, I'm done being afraid. And Penny was like, bet, let's see how afraid you get, and gives him the deadlights.
See, the way I read that more is, so Pennywise was all ready to do his little 27-year slumber, and then all of a sudden he got a little like spidey sense that one of his cage doors is open. He's like, oh, opportunity. So this is just him taking advantage of the fact that a pillar got removed. And then he still has some unfinished, to me, he still has unfinished business with like Leroy and Charlotte and all them. So he's like, how can I get to them? Get the one that's by himself, which is Will. Because everybody else was together at that point.
Yeah.
This felt more to me like he found out a new restaurant was opening in town. He's like, fuck it, I'm going to go back to Applebee's. Like, that's what he did here with Will and like the pillar being removed. It didn't make sense to me.
Fair. It's a little weird of a sequence.
We got a whole other episode, so like I'll let him hold on to it. But I'm with you, Alfredo. I'm just like, I thought the pillars were keeping you in town. Like, if you want to like come in someone's house, like unless they got a pillar in there, you can kind of just walk on in. Or like, maybe he gets so bored, he's like, I'm gonna make rules for myself, pipes only. You know, like we got Mario rules. Like we only go through the fire.
This is an RPG. This is an RPG run for him. Yeah.
Well, okay, and now I have a question then. With if there is no cage for Pennywise, what is the best / worst place for him to go to? Like, where would be the best feeding ground for him?
Oh, crap. Like he goes to Boston.
They just seem like a bunch of old angry people.
It's a wicked clown. Like my question is, well, where would it scare the shit out of him the most? I think really, really white suburban areas. Like, imagine this motherfucker going to like Salt Lake City. He like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. He's coming in there eating their fucking kids and shit like that.
Yes.
Like they've barely seen a black person, let alone a fucking clown.
And there's so many kids.
So many kids there. Like homie is like
the ratio's insane.
Like, you guys are
30 kids would go missing before anyone noticed.
And that was just one house.
Like just absolutely.
Every house is a golden corral for Pennywise.
Second question here. Second question is, we saw that, you know, he I guess he used to pretend to be a kid and be like, come play with me. And like some kids could be like, you know, fuck off, dude. You look weird as shit, because kids are mean. And he's like, I'm not fucking with you, you know. But yeah, it's because he's weird, gray, and damp. Like motherfuckers shower. Have you ever tried being a showered child? You know.
But he lives in the woods and the sewers.
We already know. If he showed up as a big booty Latina, Jack's like, all right, let's go to the woods.
I'm cooked. But what would he appear as now for kids to get him going? He's like a Sieves of Children are drawn to you. Is it like a Roblox gift card?
Yes, it's V-Bucks. It's a V-Bucks gift card.
Oh my god.
He shows up as Steve from fucking Minecraft. He's like, come build stuff with me, children. I was like,
I think my read on the single pillar being gone, because correct me, how many pillars did they say that there were? Was there 13?
13,
yeah.
I think.
I feel like there was 13, which seems like a lot of pillars. Like, this isn't just like when you're triangulating a cage, it's more than 3. 13 feels it's like a significant number. So to me, when you remove one and he's just appearing and he's ready to go again, I'm also curious if this cage has something to do with not necessarily dampening his powers, but keeping them kind of reined in a little bit. Because we have a sneak peek going into next week that we're going to get that mist scene that we've been seeing through different trailers all season long. And it feels like Pennywise's ability to cover the entire town at once is going to happen. So to me, I'm curious if that one pillar removal actually is unleashing more of his powers or his ability to stretch them.
Also,
so what happens if 2 pillars
is this
go
the
down?
same mist that we see in The Mist with Thomas Jane? Or is this a different kind?
Nope.
Tough.
Well, maybe it
Push
could be
the
the same, but
glasses
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be the same. So the mist in, well, here's where it gets a little messy, right? So the mist in The Mist is like a military experiment gone wrong where they accidentally do a Stranger Things and open a portal to another dimension that lets out a bunch of fucking monsters.
Kind of like this episode?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But instead of one monster, it's like a whole dimension of monsters, and they're all like
that's
Lovecraftian, like Cthulhu-looking
like
motherfuckers.
A bunch of Demogorgons running around. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally Stranger Things. They stole that from The Mist.
Interesting.
Well, glass shattering. Oh, that's where that comes from moment.
So Sam, you've actually have watched Stranger Things. You just watched it in the form of all the movies that Swag Jacked. So
I watched season 1. It just was a lot to keep up with after that.
what? You watched season 1 that bailed?
What?
Sam, what the fuck?
I had
Now
other
you're an
things
asshole.
happening. I had other things happening.
I thought
I
you
know.
had just
In her
never
defense, there was
seen-
like 16 years between
Yeah.
seasons.
Sam, it's been like 6 years.
Yeah, I had other stuff going on. It's been
For 6 years.
Sam Holt, everybody.
She has to deal with us.
Watched. Like, it wasn't just weird that she didn't I'm not caught up on Stranger Things. She watched one season and was just like, I'm good. Like,
Wait a second. Sam has not watched Stranger Things, Game of Thrones,
Nope.
and The Boys. Sam's just like out on like 3
the
massive
fact
shows.
that we let her drive this show, it's kind of
That's-
seems fucked up now. It's like,
Wow, this kind of feels like if I had the power to mute you all, I would. Because now it's feeling like an attack. It started like a joke, and now I'm like, cool, this made it personal. Wow, I'm going to go
It is.
into my Monday feeling all
we
butthurt
still
about myself.
love
So thank you for that.
And this,
Eh.
I'm giving her the Logan Roy right now. It's like, I love you, but you are not serious, people.
You're our number one
you
girl.
are number one girl, for sure, Sam. 100%.
Guys are mean.
We love you.
All right, anyways.
We are. We're terrible people.
Let's get back on track. We've talked about the deadlights. We got to talk about Ingrid. You brought it up. She went full doll face and got all creepy after she saw the deadlights because she confronted Pennywise and realized
Gave him a
finally
hug.
that he's not her daddy. And that was a fun
Took
little
her
awkward.
54 years.
Took her a long time. Took her a long time to realize that. I mean, Alfredo,
What was the moment? What was the moment?
it was
like,
the look.
please
It was
tell
the
me.
sideways.
Really? It
I-
wasn't
look-
when he was eating her husband's head?
Or the little girl that she fed to him.
What?
Or, like, you fed him a little
She's
girl.
seen a
Multiple
meat.
times.
She's seen a meat.
Multiple
me?
children. The
Yeah.
implication that says she fed him many children.
How many memes we're gonna get?
It's 'cause he-
Alfredo, you already got was fucking hilarious. Where like the whole like to me, I need to clip it right now where she's just like, "This is really me." Like that's accurate. You are actually a fucking clown. You are actually.
What's wild is the husband knew it was her from like 20
Yeah.
feet away.
When-
Yeah.
He was just like, Ingrid, what are you doing?
Ingrid?
You're going to be
doing
black and
shit
blue
again."
if you don't get back home. It's like, Christ. I mean, this guy was just going
Now
for
it makes sense. Now it makes sense why she had an affair with Hank.
Now
Like,
it makes sense why he was
abusive
mean
with
to
your
her too.
husband.
Like it
Yeah.
all makes sense, kind of. It's like,
He saw her in clown makeup one time. He was like, I gotta beat her.
She was totally the kid eating paste
yeah,
in
he's
school.
like, "Fuck,
in
I
the
married
corner.
a clown."
That was
I married
100%
a
her.
clown, and he's like, and it's the 50s. I'm just stuck. There's no such thing as divorce. There's only 6 people in this town. They're all depressed.
Jeez. Cough, but going back to the deadlights and what it does to people, we obviously see the end of this episode cut out Will's being taken, but by contrast, Ingrid is still out and about. She's just strapped to a gurney and she looks like she's gone crazy. So is she gone for good, or is she almost marked and Pennywise is going to come and finish the job?
She's marked.
See, I was surprised. Yeah. I was really surprised that Pennywise didn't just chomp her right then and there when she was like, "You're not my daddy," and he's like, "I am your daddy." Very much a Righteous Gemstones moment for me right there with Baby Billy. But the fact that he just gives her the deadlights and leaves her, to me, signifies like she is too valuable to Pennywise as like a tool for him to just get rid of immediately. So I think he may have something planned for her in this last finale, because we don't see her after
The
in
look
chapter
thing.
1 or 2, except for
Mhm.
when he is
He's got to
pretending
treat
be
his
an old
employee of the
version
month
her.
with some respect here. Come on.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think it's hilarious that every time she confronted him with like love or whatever, he's like, what the fuck do I do with this? Like he was so confused.
The confusion on his face, I love those.
And I don't know if he
So
was
good.
trying to it was multiple things. He's like, "I hate this.
hug.
I like when people hug me. That's
Yep.
how I feel." And he's like,
uh.
"Don't eat her." He's like, "She just gave him up." Like, the whole time in his head, he's like,
She
"She's like,
just gave
don't
him
eat her,
up.
don't eat her, don't eat her, don't eat her, don't eat her. I love you."
I'm
Show us the
leaving
bow.
now.
And then when he grabs her, he's just like, "Fuck." he's like, it's just getting more scared.
It's like, you really tested
getting
me,
more
boy.
scared.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Yeah.
like it's 100%. I get it. Like that he wants to keep her around because he's like, man, you keep feeding me, you're gonna live. And you already see in it where he's willing to make
don't bite the hand
deals.
that
Like,
feeds.
let me eat this motherfucker, and y'all can live and grow up and live happy lives. Like, I just eat this one snack. I really, really want this Oreo.
Just don't take the last Oreo from him.
I want to talk about Bill Skarsgård just as an actor doing Bob Gray, the sad, like kind of broken Pennywise who loves his daughter and misses his wife, and he wasn't creepy as that clown. I was expecting Bob Gray to be a little creepy because we've only seen the Pennywise, the It version, which is always creepy. So just seeing the contrast where it's like he generally like seemed to enjoy performing for kids. I get it, Alfredo. Clowns are creepy by
Nature.
just by
There
nature.
we go. There we go.
But the fact that Bill Skarsgård was able to give you like this genuine performance where like, oh, I see the humanity behind Pennywise the dancing clown, and then the perversion of it by It to later on literally chop a man's head off in front of you and chomp on it while like talking to his daughter. It was incredible. I thought it was a masterclass by Bill Skarsgård just from an acting standpoint.
It was definitely a very Bill gets the stage episode, and I think that we all appreciated that for different moments. I mean, we didn't get Pennywise until episode 5, and I feel like now we're getting all of it that we missed the entire time this season. Alfredo, you had a different reaction when you saw original Bob Gray in the Pennywise getup.
Yeah, he's fucking terrifying still.
It's
Like, it's still
almost
creepy.
creepier.
And
He's
Yes.
almost creepier.
Yes.
As
Is it because he was balding?
all of it. The big ass head. This
All of
nigga's
it.
head is so huge.
that's not a real
Like,
person. That's not a real person. Like, that's a caricature. That is not like, he looks like what you would draw if you were trying to draw a creepy man as a clown. Like the giant head, the weird voice, like that was always his voice talking like that. Give us the bow. Like, who the fuck talks like that? I don't care what year it is. That's super weird. I always thought that was a Pennywise, an It constructed voice. That's actually how that guy sounded. That's crazy. Like, everything about it was creepy. The fact that children seem drawn to you. Like, no, this is fucking nightmare fuel. I'm sorry. I don't care what year it was.
So was it also Nightmare Fuel with the little dirty kid that was saying children seem drawn to you? Or was it also just that Bob Gray was creepy for you?
It just seemed like a dirty kid.
You're just like, fuck off, kid.
No, the best line is, where are your parents? I don't have it. He's like, me
the
either.
dad.
They're
And
dead.
it's like, will you
That
help
was
me
good.
look for him?
That was good.
No. He's like, don't you see?
No.
I'm
No.
Like, I fucking
I got things to do.
I'm busy.
That, like, to me, that's the inspiration
Obviously.
for Crust of the Cloud right there. It's just like fuck you, kid. It's like Chase. Like, that
Oh,
was
God, that's
realism
incredible.
there. The two realist characters, Bob Gray and Dick Halloran. Yeah,
Halloran.
because like I don't mean to shift it from there, but like I love Dick. He's like, "Are you okay?" No. Like, he's not even
No.
fucking around.
Yeah, not
he's not
okay.
even pretending to be a badass. He's like,
Yeah. No, he is not well. Actually, let's go ahead and use that as our transition to start talking about Dick Halloran, because there was a lot going on with him in this episode as well. We watch him try and navigate the fire, knowing that there's actually spirits as people are dying. He's seeing their spirits around him as well, but then he also goes to a Native American war chief to like help navigate and get out of the fire. Alfredo, as you're watching this scene and you're watching him losing it but trying so desperately to focus to help try to save these kids, that was quite a struggle, I think, to watch for this character that we've all grown so fond of.
Yeah, but I think he almost figured it had to happen. Like, they were doing too much foreshadowing of, as soon as I talk to one of them, that's it. The voices won't stop. We kind of knew that was what's going to happen. If not, then like, what's really the point of Dick being in this show? Like, what's
women
the point
been
of his
asking that
powers?
for a
If
long time.
Ayo.
What is
5 points, Jack. We really need that.
We should keep score.
We just really need like an arbitrary Dumbledore for an excellent Dick joke. 5 points, Jagger.
But then we keep giving Sam like more like Slytherins, you won, but you know how much I love the fucking Gryffindors.
Wait, am I Gryffindor?
I'm Slytherin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
Gryffindor.
or Ravenclaw. I could see it.
No, we have it. Jag, you're
Yeah,
Slytherin. I'm
sure.
Hufflepuff. Sam is Gryffindor. Kopf, you're a Ravenclaw. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, no,
we have
100%.
it.
That's
this is it.
About the Slytherin
Yeah,
and them
it
DMs, girls. Don't kid.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right, you have the mic back. I'm done. I'm tired.
No, but like I'm actually genuinely interested to see where that is going because Dick Halloran he wasn't involved in that last scene with the military, was he? Like he's still off
Yeah,
dealing with his own trauma.
no.
He was at the dig site and then
He
got
was.
sent back to base, and then
Right.
Leroy
Take a
then
nap.
confronted.
But he
everyone
didn't
else
see
by
what Leroy
himself.
saw.
No, he didn't see what
So,
Leroy
like,
saw.
I'm somewhat interested in the Leroy military storyline, but not really because it kind of fucking sucks. But I'm way more interested in what's going to be happening with Dick Halloran because this is obviously not the same guy that we see later on in The Shining and in Doctor Sleep and in so many other iterations of himself. So I'm hoping they close that here because if we're going to go back in time for another season of It Welcome to Derry, we're never going to see this character again. I think that's my biggest fear is that they leave this all very open and just with no clarity as to what's happening with Dick Halloran.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we get some clarity because of his appearance in The Shining, which is like 10, 15 years down the road. So we see that he gets at least some control back on his gift later on. Who knows how
But
long it
I'd
takes
like
him
some more complete storytelling within this, within
Sure.
this universe here.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be confronting Pennywise in the finale at some point? Would that
Absolutely.
give some like
I need
clarity for
someone
you and
to like.
closure?
I was excited about Leroy and Pennywise going face to face. Nothing's really happened there. I was excited about Dick Halloran and Pennywise face to face, and nothing's really happened there. Like I want to see someone be an actual challenge for him. Right now, it's just Pennywise mowing through kids and people in the black spot right now.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in terms of predictions for like the next episode, I do feel like there still needs to be some level of standoff between Leroy and Pennywise, Dick Halloran and Pennywise, and the losers, the kids with Pennywise. I feel like it's all going to come to a head here again, where everyone's going to be in another crossfire situation, and I do feel like we're going to get some more collateral damage with different characters. Jagger, is that your same read?
Yeah. And another thing that we're not clocking yet is when Leroy gets kicked, I'm assuming he gets kicked out of the military or leaves the military, and what makes them stay there. Like, that's what I feel like this next episode is going to be about, is like what's going to trap the Hanlons in Derry forever at this point. And is Veronica Grogan going to make it? Because we know, I'm assuming that Will goes down there. Veronica's like, I'm going to go get my man. And I'm going to take Lily the depressed like mouse down with me, like their bench is not strong anymore. Like Will is their number one scorer and he's down there.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go in with your
He's
C
on IR right
squad
now.
and Veronica's gonna get
Yeah.
got. So that's what I expect.
What I'm really interested in is, are we going to see the adults team up with the kids, or are they going to be two separate like forces trying to confront Pennywise at the same time? Inadvertently.
I think they're busy fucking around with the old dickhead Shaw up top, dipshit Shaw up there. They're too busy.
Yeah, the kids do their the kids never consult the adults. Like
No.
they're not gonna walk up to Leroy and be like, "Hey, we're putting together a team." Like they're just gonna go do it because if they bring up anything to the adults tell them, "No, don't do that. Go be safe." Whereas like they really don't care. If Will is missing, they're gonna go after him. I'm almost wondering like, is Lily just crazy enough to this point where it just might work? Where like she's not that afraid of Pennywise anymore because she's seen some shit. You know, like she's just at that point where she's like she's got enough PTSD that nothing really bothers her at this point.
She's basically seen the deadlights in the algorithm. She hasn't like physically seen them, but like
She just keeps swiping and
exactly.
that's all she sees.
Like she's like already there mentally. If anything, I just want her to see the deadlights. Let's just send her to the edge. Let's just like put her out of her misery. If anyone needs to get eaten, and I'm sorry, it's Lily.
Yeah.
This poor
Of course,
girl. Just
suffering.
put her out of
Yeah.
her suffering. Yeah.
Kopf, I mean, you mentioned her full name, Veronica Grogan. Kopf, as we know, that name is on a list of kids that have gone missing, or was she on the list where their bodies were found?
She is mentioned twice in the novels. One is like one of the missing kids, and then two, she's one of the voices that Beverly hears in the pipes. So she's definitely
She's
gets
fucking dead
eaten by Pennywise in the novels. But this is the TV show and the movies, so they could change it and make it different. But
they have said in many of the after episode clips that going to the source material of the book has just been nice to pick out the names and to create things using that as, you know, just a list essentially. And it definitely feels like they're making a lot of their own decisions, which I do agree and like a lot of them. But let's talk about the one that you guys are not as big of a fan of. And that is Shaw's plan has another level to it where he actually wants to unleash Pennywise on America because it's giving Purge vibes. Like he's ready for Purge over America because he feels like everyone will be better living in fear and more well behaved. Who has the shortest answer? And I'll go to you first because y'all, I know, have been talking about this for a minute.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
Oh, me. I mean, fuck. Like we kind of already have this in the real world. we kind of have this in the real world. I'm not gonna lie. Like fear being spread and used as a tool to control people and get their behavior back in line.
Russian bots. Pennywise just a Russian
fascism.
Yeah, like I mean, I was thinking some other fucking clown that we have in power right now. Yeah, it's like I think this is the absolute weakest storyline in the show, but I don't think that doesn't stop it from actually being somewhat realistic because we see how stupid people in power can be and how sometimes power corrupts and people do things they think are best for others, especially when it comes to protecting our country. So yeah, like I don't love the storyline. It's the only thing for me that's dragging the show down a little bit, but I also get the mental gymnastics we're doing as to why it works, but it's my least favorite thing.
It feels like Spider-Man 3 a little bit where I'm like, do we need him to be another fucking villain? Like, I don't, and it's stupid. His motivations are stupid. He's like it's getting bad out there. Like, have you seen it, little Leroy? Black people want rights. Women want rights. Like, there's stuff happening. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to spread fear everywhere. And we're going to kill. Like, it's like, motherfucker, have you thought this through at all? Have you talked to an adult and said...
You can't even say Merry Christmas anymore.
Dude, he's just like...
Instead of going to shit... This is General Shaw refusing to go to therapy, and instead of like, I have a better idea. I'm going to make everyone terrified. And then they'll listen.
You said this was dumb immediately. Day one, you called it. I'll give you your props. And I'm like, I don't know, Koff. Give it a shot. I've given it a shot. It fucking sucks.
Not only was his original plan dumb, somehow his ultimate plan is even dumber.
Dumber. I'm just like, literally, I was watching this. I'm like, God damn, Koff hit another 3. I didn't like he hit it. Motherfucker hit another
from fucking
one.
Three quarters
get any dumber, and yet it did. Like, it's just, I wish he would have just killed him right then, and everyone else was just like, oh, thank God you killed him. It's like we gotta kill you. It's like, you are black, and you know we gotta cover this shit up. So like, congrats, man. You live here now. Like, like even that's not very good writing. But I wish it would have ended like that because I'm just like, cool. We fucking ended that dumbass storyline.
You know what? It would actually make sense as to why he stays there. They just be like, he killed him and got away. But no, he just stays in Derry for the rest of his life as a farmer.
It's like you got to Jon Snow him. Like, we had to kill Daenerys, but you did kill a queen. You know?
We should have known though. As soon as James Remar showed up, we should have been like, "Yep, this is gonna be dumb as fuck."
Dude, I was just like, man, they made this role so cheap. Every sense of the word cheap. They're like, this is gonna be stupid. This is gonna be stereotypical general. What's his motivations? We'll figure it out. Who we gonna cast? Just get James Remar. We know he ain't doing shit.
He'll probably do it for a discount.
We get about $4. You know, like you could pay him in.
Terrible.
Up his Starbucks gift card.
Can I just say
V-Bucks?
It feels like they needed to find a way to solve or at least the whole point of there is a cage and they've been keeping it contained with it. And it seems like all of this was in order to just remove one of those to see what happens, which sounds like a dumb idea but to begin with. So it makes sense that the military would do something just that dumb. Disagree? Agree?
No, agree. I'm just saying, so the military knows where one pillar is, and they know where the center is with Nebo Street, the house on Nebo Street. You're telling me they couldn't draw a fucking diameter and figure out where all the pillars were? These motherfuckers. They're
clearly
idiots.
running on vibes, and those vibes just fucking dumb.
No.
They've never heard of a
They
fucking
really are.
circumference
Like, I have
before.
so many questions. Like, how does this mission even get cleared? Like, what is he saying to his superior officers? Like, all right, so we got this clown, right? But we got to go find some space rocks that are hidden underground. But to do that, we're going to need the black guy that's also, like, can talk to dead people. Oh, by the way, it's in Maine.
Like, James, lay off the LSD. What are we doing?
To prove your point, I watched this episode. I told this chick, I was like, hey, I'll come over, but I have to watch it. I was like, you're jumping in on it. It's literally the end. You're going to watch a bunch of people die. And then it came down. She's like, well, what's that rock? And I'm like, let's just get through this episode because I'm going to try to explain it and you're not going to believe me. You're like, all right, the clown, he's or Pennywise the clown, he's from space. And then the Native Americans, they have these rocks. Like, as soon as you say it, she's like, that's not real. I'm like, it is fucking real.
It is. We had all this exposition. We've had 6 other episodes.
Also, there's a turtle.
I literally said, I was like, you know why it was in a turtle show? I haven't even talked about the turtle yet. She's like, there's a turtle. I'm like, oh, buddy, there is a turtle. It's like so. I've tried to explain anime that was like more realistic than this shit that people are like, what's it about? Yeah, this 13-year-old kicks the fuck out of 40-year-old men for like an entire tournament. Like, that makes more sense. Sam, you ask us questions. Oh,
Sorry. I was gonna say, whenever I try to explain anything Stephen King like related, I just start it with, remember, cocaine and alcohol were the driving force behind
not
this
sober.
war. And then you go from
that's
there.
a caveat.
Not sober.
Totally not Toby.
Sam, what did like you're into clown shit, FYI, for the show.
That's crazy.
This is a great episode for me, guys. Thanks.
There's a Pennywise behind you.
That's absolutely nuts to say.
I didn't mean that like that. I meant like you're into the Pennywise, the horror, the monster stuff. What did this episode do for you as our quote unquote monster girl?
First of all, I like creature design and I like the art aspect,
sure.
which is why I enjoy horror movies like this. So I really like how things are made. I've taken creature design classes. I'm in LA. This is a popular city for all things creative for artists. I have friends that work at DreamWorks. We all talk about art all the time. So that is it. I'm not into clowns, but so this one is interesting.
You didn't look at Ingrid and be like,
this
"It's me."
one's special.
No, I did not. I did not affiliate with her. No.
Got it.
This
Okay.
is really me.
This is me, guys. Like, no.
I feel seen.
Do the bow.
Rude. No, I really liked visually. I thought this was a really beautiful episode. It was so great and so creepy. We've got so many quick shots of Pennywise. You know, you're doing the horror reveal of him creeping behind a corner, all these things. This is full blown. He's the monster. He's literally eating and just slaying the scene. But it was so much fun to me for all of these characters to also see Pennywise in different moments, you know, for Dick Halloran to see him in the fire, but for also, you know, for Veronica to see him just snacking away, for Ingrid to see him snacking away. This was, I don't know, I felt fed. I got all of the Pennywise that I needed to see. It was good.
Did you like how he stopped mid-snack just to torment Dick a little bit? He's like, yeah, what's up? You see the dead people too?
You like that? I can see them too. Me too.
He was controlling the dead people behind him, right?
Yeah.
Felt like it.
Yeah, it felt like he was also using his shining gift to put more fear.
Reverse shining. The dimming. He was dimming.
Yeah. He was dimming his shine. Yeah, no, it was an awesome episode to me in terms of like what I was seeing. And it was one of those too where every time that he did something else or Bill Skarsgård just had that one extra kind of creepy look and then you had like that spit and face falling off of his face. That was
My
pretty
favorite
awesome.
face thing.
Dude, do I have face on my face? Is the
have
best
face on
line
my
of the
face?
show.
So
That's
good.
why I love the
I don't know, man.
the
Dancing Daddy.
sarcastic. Like,
That was my favorite line.
like he does this.
Oh no. It was so good. The way that at many points, Pennywise is literally playing with his food in front of others, and
He
he's
used
just
the meat cleaver to
snacking away.
slice the butcher's head in
Having
half.
a good old time.
Fantastic.
He
Fantastic.
Pennywise is actually it is genuinely hilarious. Like the comedic, he's a better clown than Bob Gray ever was. Bob Gray wishes.
Bob Gray walked so Pennywise could run. It's like-
Yep. He said it. He's like the big tent will come a calling, and I'll do something totally different. He got to the big
that
show.
Big Ten is
He did.
it's
There it
fucking
is.
big, and I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'm your dancing
He's
daddy.
the big show.
Oh. What happened to my daddy? I ate him.
I ate
Dude,
him.
the line delivery on that is perfect. I ate him. Like just so like he was so casual about
Like,
it.
of course I
Especially
did. What
as
the
his
fuck
eyes
else
start to
I'm
go out
gonna,
of
like, Look
focus.
at me, bro.
You see me eating your husband. What do you think I did? Like had him down for cards and a drink? Like, yeah, I ate his ass.
Oh god.
It was direct. It was good.
Hey, but you gotta admit, better late than never for Ingrid. It only took 54 years for her to realize that it wasn't her dad. But hey, congratulations, she finally figured it out.
Some people never recognize the red flags in their life, so at least she did recognize hers.
The red balloons.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jagger,
Sorry,
it
Jagger.
me.
It me. Red flags. Problems. It's
Red flag
fine.
means go.
Oh god, that's horrible. Okay, we had a lot in this episode, and all of it again, we were building up to this black spot fire, but now it feels like we're building up again. The town, feels like it can relax. Everyone's had their meetings and said, it's gone to sleep, we can relax until we can't. And we know that in the clip that we got, did everyone do their homework? I know Kopf did. You guys didn't do your homework, did you? You actually did it?
We did.
Okay.
Every time. Don't do that.
I know that you don't like to, do homework or read. So I just assume.
We deserve that. We
It's
deserve
a, it's a 60-second clip on TV. The fuck? What do you say fuck me for?
You said fuck me earlier. I don't know. Goes back and forth. Goes back and forth.
See you in 27 years, shit asses.
Anyways, we know that we have another big reckoning to come in this final episode. And I want to go around and everyone talk about the things that they hope get resolved, but also what you're most looking forward to see based on that clip that we saw. I'm most looking forward to the mist. Kopf, what are you most looking forward to?
The patty cakes finally getting got. That's what I want to see. I don't care about anything else. They could leave everything else open-ended. Just let me see the patty cakes die.
We do see it, and there's a clip that we see them see the deadlights. So you need them to do more than see the deadlights. You need them to get
I
eaten.
want them to go.
Yeah, I need him. Yep, I want to see him get chomped.
I'll just go ahead and jump in.
Yeah.
That was mine too, Kopf.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
again, I don't want to see a kid suffocate and smoke. I do want them to be violently murdered by a clown. That's fine. Like, that's a huge line there for me. Like,
So glad. Every time we record together, I learn something new about each of you. It's very telling. Alfredo, what about you?
I think everybody's getting deadlighted in this, and I think that so like the way I looked this up after, and the way that a bunch of people described the deadlights is almost as kind of like a tenderizer or a smoker, or like putting his food in Tupperware, like for saving it for later. So that he can always come back, and they're kind of always have that deep down perpetual fear, or that like near catatonic state is always there, ready to just rise back up. And so I wonder if this is him being like, all right, we're watching our figure right now. We've had enough calories this time around, but let's prep for next time. Let's make this easier. It's getting slightly more challenging each time. Let me go deadlight the entire town and then use this mist to make them forget that I exist. So that in 27 years, I can come back. They're all still going to be shitty, but they're going to taste great.
A good chef will salt their meat before they package it for freezing. And and it's funny that you mentioned that because I was like, is he deadlining the town to like Men in Black them? Like that's his Men in Black flash. He's like, okay, kids.
Oh, sure.
Until next time, and then he like dips out.
Time to sleep.
Time to sleep. Yeah. I also really loved the shot where Pennywise is sitting down in just
comes out of the blood.
It's just in blood and gore
Viscera.
and just like, and then do you get the creepy like,
Do we assume
you
that is the
notice-
blood from all the bodies he has eaten?
this
Yeah,
cycle?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys notice how that is a direct color swap of the war chief? How she was red on top and white on below with the war paint, and then
I have
Pennywise
a
is
hard
the
time
opposite.
giving Andy Machete.
So I
that
wonder if
credit,
that's
but it's
significant.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like he
I
gets
think
it.
it is, and for me, like, does he like slowly sip that in his sleep? He's like, that's his like IV bag, you know, like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Kinda,
And like once that's
I would
on
assume.
E, he
Yeah.
wakes up again. It's like, all right, now to fill up my
Yeah.
blood pool.
Like, you know when people like put snacks in like the jowls of their dog, so when they kind of wake up a little bit, they get like a little dream snack.
What?
What?
The
You
fuck?
not seen those videos of like a
No.
little pit bull is asleep, and then they put like a treat in there, and then all of a sudden, the dog sleeps.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Nom, 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 nom. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of what I'm thinking is that Pennywise is just like having dream snacks.
I was gonna say Pennywise is more of like a hamster that just like shoves food in
Oh,
his cheeks
yeah,
and is just like, all right, I'm gonna take this back to
And
the
he's got
house.
his little blood.
Go back
his
to the
little blood
crib.
Bottle was just like,
Yeah.
How does he keep it from coagulating though? Because blood gets
Cough,
thick,
cough. Too many
coagulates.
questions. That's nope.
Yeah, fair.
We
if
don't do
Marge
science here.
survived,
Only
that
magic
blood
and space
doesn't
turtles.
coagulate.
Good point. Good point. You know what?
Yeah.
I thought too hard.
Don't
It's
do that.
something with the deadlight salt that just keeps it from coagulating. Let's just put it
There
that
it
way.
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's your magic science.
It's his discharge. His discharge keeps
I hate
everything
that
flowing.
word.
Nope. It was
It's
always
not-
one step too
Why?
much.
Hey,
Yeah,
they
like,
use
I'll
that
give
term
Koff
in the
that.
show.
Like,
But you didn't have to. But you did not have to.
You didn't have to go there.
No.
But you did anyway. It's fine. Any final thoughts on this episode? Because this was a long one as well in terms of the length and everything that they went into. The intro was especially long because it was all that flashback. Did they use their time wisely? For any of you?
I mean, I kind of almost wish they had saved that Bob Gray scene for season 3 when it's actually 1908, but I understood why they did it. I'm more interested. Who do you think survives outside of Will and Leroy and Dick? Those 3 we know survive. But other than that, do you think anybody does?
Marge?
Well, fair.
Marge?
Because
Yeah.
she's got to be Richie Tozier's mom.
hope Lily
Yeah.
doesn't, because everyone really wants her to be Beverly's mom.
Yeah, gross.
I do want her to survive, but not so she could be Beverly's mom. I think that she could be someone that's kind of, I don't know, someone that's trying to protect the town, or someone that grows up with like, maybe she's in Juniper Hill forever, who knows? But at the same time, I think that she would be someone that others would go to for some
She
form
becomes
of advice.
Ingrid Kirsch.
I think she getting
She does. Yeah, that's kind of what I would think. Like she becomes more of an Ingrid Kirsch character that's not actually feeding the kids, but also will believe the kids and try to be a safe harbor and try to save some
Believe them,
people.
and again, it's just like, yeah, stay away from the clown. That is not Daddy. That's not Papa.
So how do you think
I
they're
think she
going to
gets
do this?
lobotomized.
Are they going to give us like a Coach Carter at the end where they just
Where
start
are they now?
The flashcards.
playing like Faith Evans and then they do like the little like text at the bottom?
Where are they
It's
now?
like Lily went to Juniper Hills and stayed there for 30 years. Like, is that what we're going to get?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it could happen, or some level of that.
Remember all the time we spent together.
I think that's the wrap it up box going for us right
It
now.
is.
And then it's
Yeah.
just Pennywise in the back of each picture, just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out in the back. But guys, that'll about do it for us over here at Unbinged. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow so you can join us for the finale next week of
Hype.
Welcome to Derry. And we've got so many other things that we're covering too. So make sure that you're catching us for Pluribus on Apple TV. We've also got Stranger Things. And then, of course, we've got Fallout and The Pit coming soon. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and we will see you next week when we jump into the finale of Welcome to Derry.